Let's talk about prerequisites for a successful VC fundraise. We see founders who have just an idea, an MVP, are already revenue generating. There's a ton of different types of companies that are raising a first institutional round. For all of these companies, what are some of the key things that you need before you go out and fundraise?
So I think when the first edition was written, a lot more traction was needed to really showcase things. And traction is everything from your team to the product build and everything. I think what's happened since first edition to third edition is that now you can fundraise if you're a founder who has maybe started a company before, or you've left a startup that's quite notable. You can almost fundraise without having anything. You'll have simply people reach out to you, investors reach out to you on LinkedIn and say, hey, do you want to take our money? Right. And so it's funny, like the prerequisites have changed. I don't know that there is uniformity in what the prerequisites are. That said, I think that there's quite a lot of value to think about a lot of things before you take a first meeting. I think that if you're meeting with an investor and you really can articulate what you're building, I think that seems kind of daft. But some people still, hey, look, I'm exploring in this area. And that's sometimes good enough, especially if you've done this before and you come from that area. If you're a PhD in machine learning, it's presumably you're going to explore something in that area, right? The irony is the criteria for having something has gone down. But I think that the less you can defend your pedigree, if you will, like where you come from, what you've done, and why you're successfully going to build this company, the more you need to justify it with some sort of product, some sort of team, some sort of components. So it's not for everyone. And in the book, I unpack maybe starting thinking about that. And it doesn't hurt if you do have all the criteria for an investor to reach out to you. It doesn't make it worse for you to have all that ready, for you to have your thought about how you're going to acquire customers, to have a plan for how you're going to reach out to other investors, how you're going to create a potential competitive dynamic so that you're not in a disadvantaged terms situation. So all those things are still beneficial for you, even if money comes easily.